1 year ago, I quit my full-time job at a really nice company that was a Fortune 500 company. I was making about $60,000 a year, and I quit that comfortable job that I had been at for 6 years, I think I was, to do YouTube full-time and go all in on my business right after I had a baby, and obviously a lot more expenses. So was it crazy? Do I regret it? We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, how I almost quit if you saw my video a couple weeks ago, and I also have some questions from you guys on Instagram. So stay tuned for that, including income breakdown month by month of how much I've made in the past year. So we're going to talk about it. Now, first thing I want to say is that YouTube has completely changed my life. I started my YouTube channel 7 years ago, simply uploading videos to the internet to document my debt-free journey and for accountability. And I just wanted accountability in paying off my debt. And so that way I was able to document the journey, learn from you guys, teach you what I was learning, and it has totally transformed my life. It has totally transformed my relationships and friendships that I've made. So many of my closest friends, honestly, probably more friends that I've made on the internet from other creators than friends in real life, which is just so cool of just the friendships that I've made. And also the mindset shift that I've had to take on as a creator. And when I upload a video, I don't know if it's going to get 40 views, 400 views, 400,000 views. I don't know how many views the video is going to get. I just put it up and the algorithm does what the algorithm does. And I have to just know that deep down inside that I'm proud of the content inside of that video. So who cares how many views it gets? Who cares how much money I make from the video? How many people it reaches? But what I know is at the end of the day that I'm proud of the content that is inside. And that has spilled over to so many other aspects of my life. I have been so guilty, especially growing up, of just kind of half doing things and just slipping by. And in school, I always got C's, D's, and I was not a good student in school. I just did just enough to graduate, just enough to pass. And that is something that I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of just that kind of like half doing it mentality. And YouTube has really helped to teach me that that's not acceptable. And it's helped me to create those good habits of creating stuff that I'm proud of and not just enough. But you know what? No, I'm stinking proud of this video. I'm really proud of the editing that I did, or I'm really proud of the creative aspect of the thumbnail, or what I've learned to create the video. Now I have to do so much research on my videos, and I'm learning so much as I create these videos for you. So it's such a growing experience. So YouTube has totally transformed my life in so many amazing ways and really grown me as a person. Now I want to talk about the elephant in the room of me wanting to quit YouTube a couple weeks ago. I put this video out that I was ready to just throw in the towel on YouTube. I was dealing with burnout and just really struggling as a mom, as a content creator, I'm not just a content creator. There's so many other aspects of my business than just creating YouTube videos. I have courses, I have products that I sell, I do coaching, I do consulting, I do all these other aspects of my business of marketing. And there's so much more to going into the full business that I have other than just creating YouTube videos. So a lot of times people are like, you just make videos on the internet. How is that stressful? Yeah, there's so much more to it than that. And so I've been burnt out, and it's something that I've really had to have a mindset shift in. And I received some comments on that video that was like, yeah, y'all are right. Y'all are calling me out. And some people were saying, Kelly, like, you would be dealing with the tantrums and the meltdowns and the teething and all that stuff, whether you were at a day job or as a content creator. Yeah, that's so true. That is such a great reminder that I needed to hear. And I think a lot of it too of just a mindset shift of, and we're going to get into the income aspect in a second here, but I am able to do this dream job. If you asked me 5 years ago, Kelly, write down your dream job. If you could anything and you want to be there in 5 years, what would it be? I would write down, I want to be married, which I was already married then, but I want to still be married. Check. I want to have a house. I want to have a family. I want to have at least one child. I want to be a full-time content creator and run an online business and quit my job. And that's what I've done. And I've checked off every single one of those boxes, which is insane. And so when I think back of Kelly, like you are exactly where you wanted to be 5 years ago. And I think that when we put that picture in our head of where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? You only think about the glossy picture of it. You only think about the highs of it. You don't think about the lows. And even though I've checked every single one of those boxes, which is just completely insane that I've checked every single one of those boxes, there's still the down times. There's still the times that life is hard. There's still the times where there's tantrums. There's still the times where being a content creator is hard, or negotiating is hard, or writing marketing material is hard, or doing these different things. There's still times that it's hard. So even though we've checked every single one of these boxes, we think that we're going to be on cloud 9 24/7, which obviously we aren't. So I think just having that mindset shift of, yes, I'm exactly where I wanted to be 5 years ago, which is just a dream come true. But there's still gonna be hard times in life. And just because there's hard times in life doesn't mean you're just gonna throw in the towel. So that has been a huge mindset shift. And I've also done a lot of research. And when I did that video, I had been doing the 75 Mom Challenge for a while and getting back into working out. And with that, I've done a lot of research and not even realizing that I was in this. But at that point, I was in the valley of despair. So in that point, I was, you create these big goals and you have these big accomplishments that you want, but there's a time where as you're going, you're going to go down before you can go back up. And that's the valley that I was in when I was creating that. So now I'm back on that upturn, which is exciting and crazy and awesome. But I have to realize, oh yeah, there's the highs and lows of everything. And at that point, I was in one of those lows. So that was kind of hard to adjust to, but I'm so glad that I can look back now and realize, oh yeah, I was just in a valley, and now we are working our way back up to the top, which is awesome. Okay, next I want to break down my income here. I'm going to have it on screen for you as well, but this is just insane. So like I said, I made $60,000 at my day job, and I was full-time remote because of the pandemic and everything. But then they were working on getting people back into the office, hybrid. I lived 2 hours away from where the office was, so that just wasn't going to happen with my daughter and everything. So we realized that it wasn't going to happen. So breaking down income. Now, it's been 13 months since I stopped working. So we're going to go through all of these months. Now, I've had some high months recently, but they were not always high, which in the beginning, I think when I quit my job, I thought that like immediately I was going to 10x my business and I was going to like grow it so rapidly. But at the same time, I had a newborn baby, or at that point, a 3-month-old baby. So still in the struggle of that. And now I have a toddler that is learning and growing and doing all these things, but the tantrums are strong. But the fun times are also so fun with her. Okay, so in July, I made $4,413.36. So this is the following month after I quit. And I worked 40 hours that week, or that month. So keep in mind that a typical work month is 160 hours for a typical job of what I was working before. So 40 hours that month, giving me an hourly rate of $108. The next month in August, I made $3,706.60. I worked 46.25 hours for an hourly rate of $80.14. September was a low month. I made $2,709.02, worked 64 hours and only made $42 an hour. October, I made $4,155.68 and worked 76.83 hours. I made $54 an hour. November, I made $6,471.20, worked 62.5 hours, and made $103 an hour. December, I made $5,034.85. I only worked 34 hours, 34.66 hours. I made $145 an hour. That's great. January, I made $4,200.65. I worked 91 hours. That was a big month, and made $45 an hour. Now, I will say that for all of these, I do full income reports on my other channel, so I'll have those linked below. But if you want to see a full breakdown of how much I'm making every single month, I do a full video and blog post. So definitely check that out. February, I made $3,741.08. I worked 51.25 hours, making me $73 an hour. March, I made $3,089.56. Worked 61.25 hours, making me $50.44 an hour. April, $7,695.93 I made. I worked 82.5 hours, making me $93 an hour. May, I made $6,281.49. I worked 72 hours and made $87.24 an hour. June, are you ready? June was my first ever 10K month, ever. I made $10,660.35. I worked 80 hours and I made $132 an hour. July, I made $13,157. I worked 64 hours, giving me an hourly rate, $203 an hour. That is absolutely insane. So, as you can see here, my totals with all of them. So total, I made $75,270.34. I worked an average of 63 hours in a month, and my hourly rate was on average $93.80 an hour. So that is well above what I was making. Now, like I said, this is for 13 months, not 12. So if we take away July, so let's just take away my highest month, I am still above, I'm at around 62,000. So I'm still above what I was making at my day job. So that's amazing right there. But isn't that crazy? So we have exceeded now. And as you can see, I'm definitely on a trajectory of going higher and higher and higher. So super exciting, but that is how much I have made so far since quitting my job. Now, I do want to say that if you are someone that is wanting to be a digital creator, or you're wanting to make money online, you want to make money from home, whether that be you want to be a virtual assistant, you want to start a YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast, do copywriting, do email marketing, do different things like that, I have a full course that walks you through step-by-step how to do that. All the things that I wish I had when I first started, I put into a course for you guys. So I'll have a link for you down below in the description. And I also have a free guide that'll walk you through the steps of figuring out which of those side hustles is best for you. So if you're like, I want to start something, but I don't know what to do, I have a free guide that's going to, almost like a workbook, that's going to walk you through the process of figuring out what step is best for you and what side hustle is going to be best. So definitely check that out down below in the description. I also have a free class that also talks about how to make $1,000 from home that'll have linked, and you can choose what time works best for you. So I have a lot of resources for you if this is something that you want to start doing as well. I think it's great. I don't think that everyone should want to quit their job and do it, but if you want to do it as a side hustle, then I think that's amazing. And that's what I started out as, a hobby side hustle, and then now is my full-time business, which is so cool. Now, one question that I get asked all the time is if I quit at the right time and when I wish I would have quit. So I quit, like I said, when I had a 3-month-old daughter. Now, I fully expected after maternity leave to go back and continue working, but after, I think I gave it about 6 weeks after I quit, or after I came back from maternity leave, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I was talking to Allison Baggerly from Inspired Budget, and she's one of my closest friends. I absolutely love her. So, hi, Allison. Shout out to you. But she was like, Kelly, you cannot be a full-time creator, a full-time employee, and a full-time mom. She says, if you're all three of those things, one of them is going to drop. And I was like, holy crap, you're right. And obviously mom cannot drop. Mom needs to be top priority. And I had built this business for 7 years. And I was like, I don't want to throw what I've built and this foundation that I've built so hard for 7 years. So that's when I was like, the job's got to go. We got to take a leap of faith and do it. And there was times where it was scary without that guaranteed income, without that guaranteed paycheck, without the insurance. And we had to put Peyton and I onto my husband's insurance, and it cost us $900 a month just to add the two of us. It is so expensive to have us on his insurance, but it's a leap of faith that we've had to take. No, I actually wish that I quit my job 1 to 2 years before I got pregnant. I was very sick through my entire pregnancy. If you guys saw my old pregnancy updates, But it was a struggle for me. It was a struggle physically and mentally with the pregnancy brain and then the mom brain. And so I wish that I had a year or two to really build a foundation of my business. What I'm working on now in my business, I wish that I had done right before I got pregnant. And that way I could really just have that foundation so that I was able to take off more time and not stress about working so much to keep my business going through pregnancy and through the baby phase and all of that. So I wish that I quit and had that like really clear brain right before pregnancy that I had. And I really wish that I did that, just took that leap of faith back then. Now, some people are asking, when are we having baby number 2? And honestly, as a mom, and I'm going to get some hate. I know I'm going to get hate for this in the comments. So give me grace. I can feel those comments coming. But as a mom, I'm ready to have another baby now. Like, I feel great physically, and like, you know, Peyton's at a great age. Now would be a great time, like, as a mom to have another baby. But I want to wait another year because, like I said, I'm really trying to build really strong, solid foundation in my business right now. And I'm working a lot behind the scenes to do that. And so my goal is to work this next year really hard with this so that when the baby comes and when pregnancy comes and all of that in a year or so, when I do get pregnant, then I can really take off a lot of time and kind of have my business run a lot of it on its own in the back end. And I'll just be creating videos and, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like that for you guys. But a lot of the foundation is really, really strong and secure. So that's what I'm working on behind the scenes right now. So like I said, I wish that I had done it before, but it is what it is. Okay, you guys ready for some questions here? I got some questions from Instagram. First question is, what about health insurance? So like I said, we are now on my husband's health insurance. So before we had our own health insurance plan, because when you work for a company, they will typically pay for the majority of the primary employee's insurance, and then add-on people are more expensive. So we both had our own insurance through our companies because it was cheaper that way for us. So now we are both on his. But like I said, I think we're paying like $800 to $900 more a month than because of his. And his insurance sucks compared to my old one. So his insurance, yeah, not good. And we just got dropped by my OB, which I'm really dreading when I get pregnant that I can't have her again. So it sucks. Okay. Next question. Do you miss the social side of work? I do. It's really funny. I loved working from home. I loved just the independence. I loved I could just sit down and focus. I get distracted very easily. My ADHD is just like, I need it quiet. I can't have noise and different things like that. I just get like, I'm not one of those people who can like work in a coffee shop. Nope. I need it quiet and silent. So it was, you know, distracting, and I liked working from home that way. I could just tunnel vision in and get my work done, and it was awesome. But I do miss the social side. I'm an introvert unless I'm familiar with the people. So like me going to a party or me going to an event is so nerve-wracking, and I hate it, and I will make every excuse in my head not to go because I don't like that stuff. But if I know the people, then I'm comfortable and I'm happy, and I love the socialization. Like sometimes at home I get so stir crazy. I'm like, I need interactions. I need to go somewhere. I need to like host a get together. I need to go do a get together of people that I know. So at work, I was familiar with my coworkers, and I really do miss that social aspect. I even miss that social aspect when I was working because we weren't in the office, but I lived 2 hours away from the office. So I hated that drive. I'm already a nervous driver. I don't like driving as it is, especially not on the highway. And so I hated the commute. So there's that. But I do have my coworkers of my other creator friends. I use the app Marco Polo, and we will video chat kind of thing throughout the day. And so it's really cool that we can keep each other accountable. We have check-ins throughout the day of saying, okay, these are the tasks that I'm working on this day, you know, today. What are you working on? Or, hey, this is a struggle that I'm having. Or, hey, what would you do in this situation? So it's cool that we have that social aspect with other creators, but it's not the same. It was like walking over to someone's cubicle or someone stopping over to say bye. My cubicle was a lot of times, especially at the end, was like right by the kitchen. So a lot of times people would stop by as they were going to heat up their lunch or get water stuff. So I was in a really great location for a lot of people to stop by for like The social aspect I loved, but then the getting work done, it was tough. Next question, do you ever miss your old job? So that kind of goes into it. I miss the coworkers, like I said. Do I miss funding someone else's dream instead of mine when I knew that I had like my dream inside me and my goals and my business already starting to be established, and I felt like I was building the CEO's dreams and not my dreams when I already had that. That part was tough when I'm like, I could be working my business right now. And I felt, I don't know, it was tough, but I did enjoy the work that I did. I think that it was, work that was making a difference to people. So I do miss part of it. Next question. I'm nosy. Are you making as much money? So like I said, yes, I'm actually making more money than I was before, which is so exciting. And I can definitely see the trajectory going up, which is awesome. Next question, affiliate marketing. How do you start? So affiliate marketing. There is a trend going on right now that I've seen a lot, and I've had people reach out to me a lot about starting affiliate marketing. And I think that a lot of people are talking about it on TikTok and these apps and, all this stuff. And this is hard for me to say. And I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but for people that aren't creators, I don't want to use this word influencer because I don't like the term influencer, but that aren't content creators, affiliate marketing isn't really going to get you much places. You could do small affiliate links with like an app, like if you want to do fetch rewards and tell your friends and family about your referral code, and then you each get, I don't know, a couple dollars, whatever it is, then that's fine, but that's not going to be a side hustle for you. If you are a creator, a content creator, and adding affiliate marketing to your business, absolutely. Affiliate marketing is my number one income stream because I will tell you guys of saying, hey, I really like this tumbler, or hey, I really like this, whatever it is. And I can say, this is something that's amazing. Like, for instance, I just bought this Stanley. Let me go get it. Okay, here's the commercial break. I just got this dupe on. It's the Stanley dupe, 40 ounces. Isn't it pretty? It's brand colors here. It's coral. And I just got this on Amazon for $17. And there is some type of voodoo magic with these types of tumblers that are 40 ounces that truly make you drink more water. I don't know what voodoo magic it is, but it really does happen. It really does work. So with that being said, I'm going to put a link in the description of this tumbler for $17. When I put this tumbler link in the description, then you will see the link there. You purchase it. Someone will purchase it, I'm sure, and it'll be $17.89 for them. I'll get, I don't know, maybe 50 cents to $1 back. Now, that is affiliate marketing. I'm telling you, I genuinely love this product. I would not recommend this product if I didn't like it. So I'm able to genuinely add pieces like this into my content, share an affiliate link with you, and then I get a kickback. So because I have an audience of 50,000 people, that's a lot more clicks that I'm going to be getting versus someone that just posts on their personal Facebook. Does that make sense? So I don't think it's a good thing for, I don't want to say the average person, but for someone that's not a content creator. Now, if you want to learn about affiliate marketing, if you're already blogging, if you're already doing YouTube videos, or if you're already doing other things like that and adding it in, absolutely. But if you want to start your own online side hustle, I would definitely recommend something like being a virtual assistant, podcast, YouTube channel, becoming a copywriter, doing editing or proofreading, different things like that. All of that I talk about in the free class and also Dream to Profitable. So that's my little rant on that. But that was a great question. Okay, next. What is the biggest surprise about the transition? I think the biggest surprise was honestly probably the highs and the lows. I think that I've had some really, really amazing highs in this past year within my business, but then I've also had some lows, and I've had some times of depression. I have some times of burnout. And so I think like it's just crazy. And also the times of, like, for instance, last month I was ready to throw in the towel, but at that time it was also my highest month ever. So it was a really kind of like mind trick of I'm having my highest month ever. This was when I made $10,000 before my 13K month. I'm having my highest month ever and I'm ready to throw in the towel. What is going on? But when you're in that valley, the high income, it doesn't matter. So having those people that just were able to lift me up and that I'm able to call and be like, I'm struggling. And they were able to say, Kelly, we know, we've been there. It's part of it. It's part of it. But also do the work to help get yourself out. Go work out. Get those endorphins. Make sure that you're eating right. Make sure that you're not just drowning yourself in ice cream every single night because it feels good. But fuel your body with good foods, and doing things like that was able to help get me out, because I'm the type of person when I'm in that slump, then I just want to be in that slump, and I don't want you to tell me to get out of that slump. So having those people that are gently guiding you, that's amazing. So having those good people in my corner, and just the friendships and the relationships that I've been able to create through this industry, through this business, is just amazing. Next question is, when was the moment you realized it was time to go all in? What fears did you have regarding this decision? Was there a moment you doubted the decision? What has been something, this is a lot of questions, I love it. What has been something amazing that has come out of your decision? What is something you learned about yourself in the past year? Oh my gosh. I've learned that I'm smarter than I thought I was. I think that growing up, I've always, like I said, I always kind of just like half did things. And so therefore I didn't get good grades. I didn't excel. And my sister was someone that always got like straight A's without even trying. And I was the one that had to try and got C's and D's. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so I think I always had that mindset that I'm not smart. And so through this, I've learned that a lot of it is just continuing to put in the effort and learning how my brain works, and just continuing to learn and continuing and not giving up. Like, if you were to tell me 5 years ago, Kelly, you're going to be teaching people how to invest and making investing videos on the internet, no. You're going to teach people how to start their own online business, no. You're going to help people make $4,000 a month, no. Like, I never thought that would be possible, because I was someone that grew up paycheck to paycheck in a family of paycheck to paycheck. After I was on my own, I was living paycheck to paycheck and didn't know anything about investing, didn't know anything about money. And now I'm teaching people these things. I never in a million years thought I would be able to do that. So I'm so proud of what I've been able to accomplish when I am like, you know what? I'm going to learn it. Like, I don't care how many bajillion videos I have to watch, how many bajillion blogs and books and conferences and courses and all this stuff that I need to reinvest into myself. I'm going to do it. So I think that was a huge one. What fears did you have regarding the decision? Financial fears, I think for sure. When we were a 3-income family, so we had my husband's day job, we had my day job, and then we had my business income. And when we were a 3-income family, we were very secure, didn't really think too much about money and doing the day-to-day things. And, we've had times when needs came up with people and we had to drop a couple $1,000s to help a situation out or something like that. And like, we wouldn't even think twice about it. And it was so amazing to get to that point. And then when we lost my $60K, it was like, oh, we got to start like tightening up the reins a little bit, watching what we're spending, watching what we're eating out and stuff. We always continue to budget, but it was budgeting with $60K less. So I think that was kind of like, whoo, was this the right decision? That's a lot of money. And that was guaranteed income. And there was months that you saw that I was only making $3K a month. So it was like, oh, like this is getting down low. So I think that was a big wake up call for me as well. And then the last question of when did I realize that it was time to go all in? I think it was when I realized that I couldn't do all three. I realized I couldn't be a full-time mom. I couldn't be a full-time worker and a full-time content creator business owner. And all three, one of them was going to drop. And I obviously didn't want the mom one to drop because I'm, Peyton's primary caretaker. And so that one couldn't drop. And so it was between my business, that was my passion project and helping all of you guys, and my day job. And my day job had to go, and I really had to fight for my dreams. And I think that if I didn't, I would always regret it and always wonder what if. So I'm so proud of myself for doing it. And I just want to thank all of you guys. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't do any of this without you. So thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, your DMs, your emails, your views, watching, your likes, it all means so much to me. And you guys inspire me so much more. The messages that I get, the emails that I get, the comments, like I'm tearing up at least once a day by something that one of you guys sends me. And even if it's just a simple message of, you inspired me and I paid off a credit card, or because of you I did this, or because of, like, it makes my day. So thank you so much. You guys are amazing. This wasn't my normal type of video, but thank you. I genuinely am so appreciative of each and every one of you. So thank you. All right. If you want to know 5 side hustles that you can do from home, check out this video here. And if you want to see a day in the life of me as a full-time mom, full-time business owner, what the day looks like, check out this video here.